Law School, and that he had taken a personal interest to see that it is a success. Just as the setting up of the School of Medicine under the University of the Gambia has provided home-trained doctors to fill our hospitals and health centers, so will home-trained legal practitioners fill the gaps and meet the needs of the services in our profession. Allow me once again to thank all of you, all of those who in one way or the other have contributed in making today a success, and once again reiterate our promise as newly called barristers and solicitors to uphold the highest standards of our profession. Thank you for your attention.
Before reading the speech of His Excellency the President, Sir Professor Al-Hadi Dr. A.J.J. Jami, he has asked me to extend his felicitations and congratulations to all the lawyers that have been called to the bar today. And His Excellency has also said that this day would surely go in the annals of the history of the Gambia as a day to be remembered, as a day being one of the achievements of His Excellency's revolution of 1994. Having said that, I have the singular honor and pleasure to read His Excellency the President's remarks, that is his statement on this auspicious occasion, as follows. When Your Excellencies, Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly, my Lord, the Acting Chief Justice, and who doubles up, of course, as the Director General to the General Legal Council and the Gambia Law School, members of the General Legal Council here present, my Lords, Judges of the Superior Courts, Honorable Ministers, starting with the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and the Minister responsible for Presidential Affairs and other colleague ministers here present, learned Solicitor General and Legal Secretary, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, honorable members of the National Assembly here present, senior government officials, venerable religious leaders, learned President of the Gambia Bar Association and other members of the Bar Association here present, family members, ladies and gentlemen, and all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. When over a decade ago, I announced my resolve to establish for the first time on Gambian soil, and indeed in the history of this country, an institution of higher learning, some people obviously thought that I was merely daydreaming about something impossible to achieve. But thank God that dream has come true. However, with the help of the Almighty Allah, I have been vindicated once again. For not only do we have the University of the Gambia, but we today are proud to say that we have witnessed another historic ceremony, being that of today's ceremony, marking the first call to the bar of the first intake of students at the Gambia Law School. The Gambia Law School was established in October 2011 as a necessary corollary, no doubt, to the Faculty of Law of the University of the Gambia, to provide professional training for those graduates from the Faculty of Law, wishing, of course, to become barristers and solicitors of the Supreme Court of the Gambia, with the right of audience in all courts in the Gambia. The establishment of the Gambia Law School is therefore a timely catalyst for significant changes in both the administration and indeed the dispensation of justice in this country, as it assures us of a pool of highly trained legal practitioners to man our courts and the various offices, of course, in the Attorney General's office as well, the chambers, and its allied institutions. For far too long, we have depended on our sister countries, particularly Nigeria and Ghana, among others, for technical assistance in the administration of justice in this country, in our courts, and at the Attorney General's chambers. We are indeed grateful, therefore, for the assistance that have been given to us over the years and continue to give to our legal sector by these countries. But it is incumbent on us, of course, to gradually wean ourselves from our perennial dependence on their goodwill and indeed their benevolence. We have to create the necessary critical mass of legal professionals in the Gambia to support our development agenda in tandem with our Vision 2020, as well as our Program for Accelerated Growth and Employment, PAGE. To that end, I'm happy to note that you, the first graduates of the Gambia Law School, are ready, and indeed, I know that you are already serving as magistrates at the Attorney General's chambers, and we are aware of the positive reports that we have received in terms of our performance in the courts of the Gambia, so we're proud of you. Excellencies, Honorable Speaker, my Lord the Acting Chief Justice, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, from the very beginning, my government has always given and continues to give priority to three key areas in our development process as a nation, namely agriculture, health, and education. For without sustainable growth in these key areas, the attainment of our Vision 2020 objectives would be impossible to achieve, and our quest to become an economic superpower would just be an illusion. In my New Year's message and address to the nation this year, I expressed our satisfaction with the achievements so far that have been registered in the education sector, and I also further noted that the first home-trained legal practitioners had graduated from the Gambia Law School. This is indeed a notable achievement, no doubt, which greatly, we all agree, enhances our efforts and bolsters our resolve